What's up, my dudes? In this video, I'm going to teach you how to cleanse for beginners. Now, these are three different ways that you can go about cleansing in your practice, but they're not the only three ways. So the first way that I suggest you go about cleansing is to use any sort of cleansing salt. Now, this is just something that you can use if maybe you want to absorb the energies from something, or maybe you want to sprinkle it around an area, or maybe you just want to have a bit of cleansing into your spells. This is something that's good for that. Make sure if you do use cleansing salt and it does have actual salt in it, that you don't put it out in nature and you don't just sprinkle it around everywhere outside. Salt is harmful to the environment in large dosages, so don't do that. The next thing you can do is use any sort of incense. Now, I specifically like to charge my incense to go with whatever I'm working with. So if I'm working with love or money or any sort of attraction, then I'll use an incense for that. But incense is a good thing to use because not only can you use a lot of them because they come in a large pack, but you can use either the incense smoke or you can grind up the incense and make that into a powder or any sort of cone if you want to specialize in anything. Or if you want to, you could also burn extra herbs into your incense and you can add that into your practice. That's a good way to not only cleanse your space, but also to cleanse a large area, or maybe you have something that's large that you don't want to like put in salt. Maybe you have a house or a new home or maybe a new object that's too large. You can use incense for that. And the last thing is to use any sort of sound. Now, me personally, I find soothing sounds like natural sounds to be cleansing. But if you are someone that wants to use a lot of really customized practice to you, finding a good song or a good playlist that you can play to not only cleanse yourself either after a workday or after a stressful situation, but it's also a good way to not only cleanse your space. Because whatever sound you fill up your space with, that will change the energy of whatever you're doing. If you'd like to know anything else about cleansing or different ways to go about cleansing, just leave it in the comments below and I'll make a video about that. Also, if you'd like to know anything else about witchcraft or witchcraft related content, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a good day at life, enjoy yourself, and be happy.